Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and welcome to November. The November 1st Scorpio new moon happens at 9 degrees and conjuncts the Sun, and it happens in your 12th house and trines Saturn and Pisces in your 4th house of home and family. You could be having stable new beginnings around healing within the home, settling a home on foreign shores if you had recently moved to another country, or a home opportunity comes up and within the next 6 months you have moved and settled by the time of the Scorpio full moon. You could be eliminating debt related to the home, as the 12th house contains debts that we owe. Pluto and Mars rule Scorpio and are therefore the depositors of this full moon, or new moon, and I'd like to see where they're sitting to get the full story. Again, I see potential future travel to foreign shores, and don't forget, foreign doesn't have to be like Egypt. It could be you live in America but go to Canada or England, for example. But you could have a new beginning with travel, as Mars is going into Leo, your 9th house, on the 4th of November. Pluto is heading into another travel house, the 3rd house, but this one is more local travel, somewhere where you can drive in a car or by bus or a short airplane trip. So travel can definitely be in the cards over the next 6 months. If it's for business, it could be a business you're developing and you need to be on the go quite a bit. Pluto is heading into a self-made wealth house as well. So if you are trying to build your own business now, it has the signature of stability and longevity with Saturn trining this new moon. Especially if this business involves Scorpio matters, such as like an astrology or tarot business, and you've had foreign clients, a business around research, mystery writing, detective novels, investigations, psychology, therapists, etc. You could be getting all of this now and see some kind of form of success by the full moon in Scorpio next May. On November 2nd, Mercury moves into your 1st house, further joining Venus, who is also still in your 1st house. Lucky you, Saggy. And later, the Sun will enter your 1st house. So there's a big old focus on Sagittarius in November, which is really nice for you. I think you deserve it. There will be strong focus, having you standing out, being in the spotlight, just looking more appealing and vibrant, and maybe desiring to be more social and out and about, but also healing. A healing or fated love can be entering your life, with the 1st having Venus in your sign since last month and trining over to the North Node, and then Chiron and Aries, your 5th house of love and romance. And not to mention Jupiter my dog keeps coming in for every recording. I don't know what it is, so I apologize for his his little nails are clicking on my wood floors there. I apologize. But yeah, so Venus in your sign since last month, trining over to the North Node, and then Chiron in your 5th house of love and romance. Not to mention Jupiter's in the 7th house of committed partners. Or it could be happy news about love and romance, but also winning the lotto or good news for children if you have any. If it's not love, then you're definitely focused on like sports or creative projects, but there is a strong focus on your 1st house in the 5th, but in a lucky and fated way. You could be traveling more and on the go all the way until January 2nd, as Mercury will retrograde in your 1st house on the 26th, spending quite a bit of time with you over the holidays. If you're not traveling long distance, it may just be more locally out and about, on the go, holiday shopping, etc. But I think in a happy way, not in a way that feels like laborious. Just get gift insurance, travel insurance, receipts for tech and IT gifts, and try to buy by November 8th, as Mercury will then enter its shadow period and won't be direct and fully out of shadow until January 2nd. On November 4th, Mars goes into Leo, which is actually a favorable place for you. It trines your Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, felt most from 0 to 7 degrees. The 9th house trines you. Mars is going into Leo in your 9th, and the 9th is also a house that you rule. Mars stays here until January, retrogrades back in December, and then heads back into Cancer, your 8th house of transformation, by January. Throughout the holiday season, you could travel long distance or short, or be on the go more with Mars in that house of travel and Mercury on your ascendant. You're definitely like moving around a lot. Sun or moon for sure, with Mercury on your ascendant, sun or moon. You could have a lot of energy, especially with Mars leaving that hidden murky 8th house. That was definitely not easy. So you could be feeling lighter, brighter, wanting to have more fun, learn, sign up for higher education courses or be planning for it, or spiritual courses, or have your mind in a happier place overall. You could also meet a foreigner in your travels, or someone with a foreign background who can become a fated love interest, as Mars will trine the North Node in that 5th house. You could also be writing, speaking, podcasting, broadcasting, or working on a book through that 5th creative house, and be on the hunt in the 9th house for like an agent or publisher. Maybe you're even like self-publishing, Amazon publishing. The Mars-Pluto opposition for you will not be so bad. I'm happy to say that for you, Saggy. Some of the other signs, maybe not so much, because Leo trines you and Aquarius sextiles you. And again, this is only affecting you if you're Sag, Sun, Moon, or Rising from 0 to 7 degrees, or if you have Leo or Aquarius placements around those degrees. This opposition happens between your 9th Leo house to your 3rd Aquarius house. These are houses of the lower mind, which is the 3rd house, and the higher mind, which is the 9th. You could be putting a lot of energy into a communication project, a fantasy novel, speaking, TED Talks, broadcasting, getting information from that 3rd house, and then disseminating it out through the 9th house, reaching a greater audience, through publishing and broadcasting. You could be moving neighborhoods to somewhere that you may need to travel a great distance or fly or foreign shores. As a new moon just happened in the 12th house of foreign shores, both of that moon's planets, Scorpio was the new moon. Scorpio is ruled by Mars and Pluto, and those are both in travel houses for you. If you're not moving, you're traveling, or you're planning it out now, your belief systems and mindset can radically change due to a higher learning or living in a foreign environment. You can become a powerful person in your local community or online, as you will be hearing that siren call to use your voice in a powerful way over the next 18 years while Pluto transits here. On November 11th, Venus will enter your 2nd Capricorn house, highlighting money, bank accounts, feeling secure. So I love this. It moves from your 1st to your 2nd of money, and Venus is money, and she's moving into her own house. She rules the 2nd house. 2nd house also contains land and property, immediate family, your mouth, your face, throat, and will stay here until December 7th. So you can earn money from home or property investments that have appreciated in value with time, because Venus here sextiles Saturn over in the 4th house. You could also be more loving with your immediate family and friends, having better times with them, more fun times spent during this holiday season. You could be beautifying your home for the holidays, making it more valuable as well, and maybe hosting your parties there. Just watch the waistline and diet. You're Jupiter, so too much rich food or wine with Venus here in her 2nd house. She loves good food and good wine. And again, the 2nd house rules the mouth, so there you have it. Lastly, you can purchase artwork that will become more valuable with time, or see a bank account increase from things that you find in the home, like antiques or a home-based business or a business with family. A stable, committed love can be happening as well with someone maybe a little bit older than you. Venus sextile Saturn. On the 15th, Saturn goes direct, but there is also a full moon in Taurus at 24 degrees, conjuncting Uranus in the 6th house of health and routines, diet, day-to-day work, and pets. And I already mentioned Saturn turns direct in your house of home and family. This full moon is showing results or surprising results around your health, maybe due to changes made in what you eat, or you cut away from too much alcohol, and maybe it's showing a more vitalized you, less body inflammation, loss of weight, etc. You could have a job, a job opportunity materialize, and one that pays more and is stable, or you get yearly increases in pay, because Venus rules this moon and is sitting in your 2nd house. You could make money from the home. You could be working from home as well. Lastly, you could be finishing a job or letting go of one, only to find something much better for you. Maybe a spiritually based job, as Neptune touches this full moon, but in a positive way, or one that helps people that are marginalized somehow, because Pluto is also flowing to the moon, and thankfully in a positive trine. Somebody in the workplace can leave, but it may benefit you. Maybe they were like a toxic coworker, or spreading bad gossip about you, and they're eliminated. This affects you most if you have Taurus placements from 20 degrees and up. And yeah, I think that's all I'm going to say about that. And take care, Sagittarius. I can't wait to hop into December. I know that we head into Capricorn energy in December, but I still see it very much a Sagittarius season, because you will have energy happening for you in a positive way in December. So take care then.